car order. It's always been car order.
I strongly disagree.
That's the way it is. Rip him out through the window in a nice way.
Just so I can go down and drink a carton while everyone punches on.
Just pisses me to tears. That's the worst thing you can do.
You shut up, you hack. Talking about boat ramps, this is what I wanted to get through from the start. What he said.
Oh, you just been an idiot.
And welcome to the Chumming Up Podcast, the fishing, spearfishing and ocean adventure podcast that's like Jack Ginnivan at the Brownlow, you know, because no one knows why the fuck we're here, but we seem to be having a good time. I am Squelly, and with me is my guest, Riley Watts. How you going, big horse?
Pretty good, mate. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here. I'm, stoked.
Nah, it's great. We finally got it done. You're fresh off the plane, straight from Indo?
Yeah, straight from, so Padang pretty much. Went to the Mentawais and did a bit of a fishing trip over there, which didn't really go too well, but that's fishing trip, I guess. That's what happens.
That's nearly every fishing trip I have.
Yeah.
But I don't normally have to go that far to do that.
I could have stayed home in Exmouth and probably caught everything I wanted, but I chose to fly, overseas and catch nothing for 7 days straight. So, yeah. Great.
Well, we'll run us through what you were chasing to begin with. What made you get over there?
So I've got a mate, Nando, that I met in Borneo quite a while back. He's a fly fishing guide. Just makes money off waving his little wand around. But he asked me if I wanted to do an exploratory trip to the Mentawais for black bass and spot-tail bass. And it sounded sick, so... Yeah, I was like, straight away. So I did 3 weeks of work, night shift, got off the plane, jumped straight onto another plane, straight overseas, Kuala Lumpur, Padang, and then Padang to the Mentawais on this ferry. And we stayed at this little locals house in the Mentawais. Went out fishing every day for 7 days straight on these little local boats. Took us about 2 hours every morning to get to the spots, 2 hours back. Getting home in the dark every day, pretty much.
Yep.
And we fished every single day for spot tail, so Nando could find the spots, take clients there. And we caught a mangrove jack.
Yep.
And a black bass, probably the size of my pinky finger. For
right.
7 days straight, fishing probably 10 hours a day.
Yep.
That's all we got. We almost sunk the boat one night. The locals drove us into a surf break because it's good surfing over there. Normally I'd take a board, but...
It was all business.
We're driving back at like probably 9 o'clock at night, and all you hear is the locals going, like freaking out.
That's not a good sign.
There's a guy, Boy. His name is literally Boy. So when you talk to him, you go, "Hey, Boy," and Das, as his dad, they run this boat together and take people out.
Yep.
And you hear him start talking to each other like Das is going off at Boy, like, "You fucking idiot, you idiot, what are you doing?" And I look out the window of this tiny little fucking wooden boat, and there's this massive wall of white water right there.
Oh, fuck.
And, we're just stressing out, and they just turn the boat around and just go straight into it. Lucky we've got, I had all my camera gear there and rods, and thank fuck, we've got waterproof backpacks because we just all got fucking drenched. And he's like screaming and yelling and then back on track, and no one said anything. I was like, are we not going to fucking, I don't speak Indonesian. Everyone's talking Indonesian. Nando's the only one that talks semi-Australian. He's stuck to it, but...
Yep.
And we're just like, oh, that's it. Cool. That's normal. Oh, fuck. It was ridiculous, but it's so funny. We caught no fish. I was pissed. The locals knew what fuck means, and I said it a lot. They knew I wasn't happy. The last day of the trip, we finally had clear water.
Yep.
And... man, I probably saw Nando and I, where he's casting down the back. He's got a fly rod.
Yep.
And I'm up the front chucking a bait cast around. I suck at bait casting, but after 10 hours a day, every day.
Yeah, you got to get good.
I was good at it. Yeah, I went from going, this thing is so shit to fuck, I actually like bait casting.
Yep.
Would have been better if I got a fish on it, but it was still good. And every single day for the whole week, we saw nothing at all until the last day, and there was massive spot-tail bass everywhere, crystal clear water, and you could see the bass swimming under the boat this whole way up this stream, the whole way down.
Yeah, shit.
And probably saw 30 bass that were probably 10 kilo, and I saw probably 5 or 6 that would have been 20, 25, unheard of. They looked like big cod. They were ridiculous. One of them was probably 1.30 meter, 1.40 meter.
Yeah, right.
It was fucking humongous. And like we're chucking flies at it, chucking lures at it.
Yep.
Nothing would even look.
Yeah, okay, so just not feeding.
Mate, it's just, I think the locals got us there. They knew it wasn't the right time of year because they're caught there. The fish are caught there. They've caught them 18 kilo.
Yep.
Like, I think the locals got us there for us to hire the boat.
Yep.
I think they told us it was going to be good this time of year, but I've asked a few other locals in the area and they go, nah, don't fish this time of year. And
yeah, okay.
oh, fuck. Yeah, ridiculous. But, yeah, I know where the fish are. I know the spots. Know what I even marked like some of the logs they sit under. Like I know the area, but after that, I don't think I want to go back.
Yeah, right.
Oh fuck! But yeah, it was fun. We had fun. We were squidding at night time. Like there was all these like where we're staying, this accommodation. Like you're just sitting around. The locals there, they drink coffee till like 12 o'clock at night.
Yep.
And just smoke cigarettes, drink coffee. So I was just drinking coffee with them till late at night every night. And where we're sitting, like you're sitting down drinking coffee, they're all talking, like no idea what they're saying the whole time, but it's good, just peace and quiet, like they talk about whatever.
Yep.
And every now and then they look at me and smile and I know they're talking shit about me. And
we got this big idiot's money.
Oh, fuck. No shit, I swear to God, that's what they'd be saying. Nando's just sitting there shaking his head, he knows what they're saying. And I'm just like, oh, don't worry about it, Nando. Well, he was saying that to me actually, I was pissed.
Yeah.
But, there's like no shit. There is rats running around our feet. We're sitting there just talking, chilling out, and there's just rats running around our feet. If you drop a piece of food there, you'll have a rat run it over to you within 5 seconds.
Yeah, right.
And I found this piece of wood, and I was playing cricket. It was I was playing rat cricket. They were everywhere. It was fucking ridiculous. You'd see them walk along this little little wall, like supporting this. It's like the houses we were on were like sitting over the water.
Yep.
And there's this like little bridges that go to the houses and that. And you'd see them walk over the side of the bridges and you just fucking. See you later.
Well, that'd keep you entertained.
Oh yeah, it was something to look forward to every night. But and there was little squid, tiny little squid that we were catching, and
yep.
The guy we were with, he just loved catching squids every night. He'd steal my torch and he'd be catching squid like this big.
Yeah, right.
Putting it back. He just loves catching squid. So
yeah,
it was pretty funny. There was a few eels there. We were trying to catch eels all night because we were that bored.
Yep.
But yeah, that was Mentawai's, and we thought, fuck, we've got to make this better. We've got to go somewhere else. So
yep,
the guy we're with, he's actually a fly fishing guide in Padang, inland of Padang.
Yep.
So we jumped in a car and did 3 days at this like little village inland of Padang, fly fishing and like spin fishing for these mashia. And fuck, it was wicked, eh? Within a day, I reckon we caught 20, 30 fish each.
Yep.
And just so many fish, man. Like it was insane. Just this river was just, they're like the trout of Indo. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
and
right.
They are so fun to fly fish for.
Well, what do they look like?
Oh, plenty of photos. They're like a trout, but they're like a trout crossed with a carp. You know,
yeah, okay. I think I've seen someone on your Insta, maybe.
I've probably caught 50 of them over the two days. We fished 2 days.
Yep.
And then I was with the locals one night and they showed me, I saw a spear gun on the wall, like this tiny, tiny little spear gun.
Yep.
With these little bike tire bands that they've cut off a tire. And I went, fuck, that is awesome. I was like, can I grab it? And they're like, yeah. I was like, do you guys want to go spearing tomorrow? And they're like, yeah. I got Nando to translate. Like, we'll take you tomorrow. I had to fly out that arvo, so we had to go early in the morning and trek upriver. And we went for eels, freshwater eels. I reckon they're the best tasting fish ever.
Yeah, right.
Like really sweet. And I was like, I won't be able to eat it because I'm flying. But
yeah.
Let's go get some eels on these little spear guns.
Yeah, fuck off.
And we went up, we trekked for about 45 minutes up this big waterfall, up these big cliffs, down into this little area, this little pond that's got these massive boulders. And we jumped in with these little crappy round masks, and they actually get the leaves off the tree and rub them in the mask, and it acts as like you spit. Yeah. Completely takes any sort of fog out. It's ridiculous. Right. Like, these leaves, you put one leaf in, rub it around, and you get no fog the whole day.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to bring some back.
Yeah, let's go.
And they just know everything about everything. It's crazy. Like, oh, grab this. On the way there, we probably found 3 or 4 different fruits. He's just giving me fruit.
Yeah, right.
Like, if I shit myself on the plane, it's your fault. But I didn't.
Yeah.
Not that time. But Yeah, no, it was wicked. And we jumped in and we're shooting these tiny mashia, like tiny, man. Like they're probably 10, 20 centimetres.
Yep.
In these little caves. These spear guns only shoot probably 30 centimetres. So you got to find them in the caves, sort of hiding. They can't see you. They put their head in a rock and they think they're hidden.
Yep.
And you just pop them, and then it was fucking so fun, man. Like, I'd take that over shooting something in Australia. It's just novelty, like we're
cool
like,
experience.
Yeah, I was like, they're like one spot. We got 4 or 5 fish, and as I was diving, they were setting up a fire.
Yep.
And I'd throw them the fish, and they'd put it straight on the fire.
Fuck yeah.
And there's this little hole, like it's pretty scary. There's a lot of water flowing through, and it's a little hole, and they said, "Don't go down there." And like I'm an idiot, I went down there, and I regret it because I almost got sucked through this. Like the water flows down. It's a hole with these massive rocks over the top. It's a black hole.
Yeah.
The water's flowing that hard, it goes straight through the hole. And if you go anywhere near it, it sucks you in. It's just a black hole.
Yeah, right.
It would probably go like 20, 30 meters and then pop out somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just a flowing river, but it would have killed you. And I went near it and I got sucked into it, and there was a log up top, and I grabbed the log.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck, I'm actually fucking freaking out here. And I grabbed the log and pulled myself out, and my legs were sucked in and stuff.
Yep.
It scared the shit out of me, eh? Like I would have probably died.
Yeah.
And
Fuck
they
off.
told me not to go there, but I went there. They would have just gone, told you so.
Yeah. You'd have been another Australian dying overseas getting sucked off.
Yeah, how great. There's worse ways to die.
Exactly.
But no, it was, that was scary. Everything else was fucking unreal. I filmed the whole thing. Every fish we caught the trip, every fish I shot. The locals showing me stuff. They had a massive air gun that he pops the monkey. He shoots all these monkeys in the village because they come in and eat his crops.
Yep.
And he just fucking every morning when they come in, just fucking shoots them.
Yeah.
Feeds them to the dogs, and they're just so happy. The food's amazing. It's wicked over there. I love froth, and that spearing in that river was such a novelty thing.
Yep.
And I actually said how much for the gun, and he goes $30 is a lot. $30 is a lot over there, and he says $30. And I gave him 50, and he fucking almost cried. He was so happy. And he gave me the mask as well, the little circle mask we wore.
Yep.
And thank you, Customs, for letting me bring it back in.
Yeah, right.
Sort of. But I've got it. I've actually got it here. I've just showed Squirrely before. It's funny as. But I'm going to try use it back in next week. I've got to shoot a whiting or something.
Yeah.
I have to. It's amazing.
What would you could get a morwong.
You get them all. That's prize. It's prize fish. If you're a fly fisherman, it's a prize fish.
Yeah.
If you're a normal person, it's a piece of shit. You wouldn't even touch it.
Yeah. But, it's funny how
it would be funny.
Yeah.
It would be funny.
Yeah.
Morwong would be good.
Morwong would probably maybe one of those painted sweet lips.
Oh, delicious.
There we go.
Oh, great. Yeah, delicious.
Fucking.
I'll do that. I'll send you a photo.
Yeah, fuck off. A
good.
cuttlefish.
As long as
get
it's
a cuttlefish.
Oh, you get a cuttlefish. I feel sorry for those little things though.
Yeah, I shot one, like they were next to each other doing that like mating dance thing. And they're like,
mate, your dance is shit. Sorry,
yeah.
Putting you out of misery.
Well,
she's laughing at you. She's laughing at you.
Well, I told me, mate, I'm like, I'm going to shoot this one. Get ready, because the other one will just fuck off. So shoot that straight away. And I shoot the first one, and he misses the second one, but it just sits there next to its dead mate.
Sits there crying.
Yeah, so I felt bad, so I reloaded and shot that one again.
I've got him crate diving, and like you catch him crate diving just with your hands, even or with snares or whatever, and you just. It's like, fuck, I just feel bad. I'm going to let you go. Now that I've crippled you for life, I'm going to let you go.
Yeah.
With my snare's just half cut you open. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you live. I'm going to let you live a horrible, painful life.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Every time I've seen him doing like that mating thing since, it's been on like Instagram with the emotional music in the background.
Fuck me. Give you a break.
And everyone like,
you should make a video eating one to that emotional music. Yeah. Cooking it over the fire.
My cuttlefish teacher.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. But that was the trip, and it was fun, but I brought back a pretty cool machete that the locals gave me in this river too, and just like, there's so many cool places over there that the locals, it's just normal for them, but to Aussies or anyone travelling, you just, like we walked past, when we were going to the freshwater spot to spear, we walked past this cliff going into the water, and we're walking on this tiny, tiny little track.
Yep.
Like if you slipped, you'd be in the water.
Yep.
You'd fall down and land in the water, which, worst ways to go, but just amazing places. Like the scenery's insane. Like waterfalls everywhere you look, and it's like they're just walking past. It's just normal. They see it every day.
Yep.
Like, yeah, crazy. But yeah, it was a cool trip. Didn't catch anything first week. It was a bit of a fuck around. Probably wouldn't go back to that spot, even if it is the right time of year.
Right.
It's just
That's it.
Waste of time. Yeah, I think I know where if I've got any mates that want to go, I know exactly where the big fish are. If you go that time of year, you'd probably get 5-10 of them. And they're big fish, but I'm not taking that chance. I've got a lot of better places to go. I think my next few trips are going to be spearing trips, I reckon. I've done a fair bit of fishing this year.
Yep.
So
was your Borneo trip this year? Was that
February this year? Yeah, I did. I did 3 weeks in Borneo.
Yeah, some of the footage from that is fucking just so cool.
I took my camera, mic systems, like I took GoPro. I filmed every fish I caught on GoPro, everything.
Yep.
We were shooting. The locals were shooting monkeys. We were eating monkeys for dinner. We went out one night actually, and they gave me the gun, and there was all these sleeping monkeys. I said, no monkey. Gave them the gun. I'm like, not shooting monkey. I'll eat monkey.
Yeah.
We were eating monkey only because they already shot it. But from then on, they're like, oh no, Rolly doesn't want to kill monkeys.
Yeah.
But yeah, just crazy. Actually, talking of the monkey, like my mate Nando, that's where I met him. I met this Nando guy on this trip. He was the guide, just like translator and stuff too, because no one spoke English there. So they said I knew what thumbs up and thumbs down were. That's about it. Benchong, I knew the word benchong. You use that loads over there.
What's that mean?
Lady boy.
Yeah,
so, that's pretty much. You met someone straight away and they're giving you a weird look. You look at them and go benchong, and then they start laughing and they go, "Oh, this guy's a joker,"
Yeah.
Yeah, that was used a lot. But yeah, and then but speaking of the monkey, like Nando, he swore never ever to eat monkey.
Yep.
And we're eating monkey last night. I'm just eating it like it's popcorn chicken. It's so good. Tastes like kangaroo almost.
Yeah, but, I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, well, it's like really red and it's really lean, so it's pretty.
Yeah,
it's like pretty similar, I guess. But Nando's like, I'm not fucking eating monkey, bro. I'm not eating monkey. I'm like, Nando, come on, there's no one around. I'm not filming. No one around. It's just me and you.
Yep.
In this little cabin in the woods. The locals are here. The locals are just cooking up a fire and smoking darts outside, just fucking reloading their guns. Like, it's all good. Eat some monkey. And he goes, oh fuck, man. I'll just eat one piece of monkey, bro. He grabs this monkey and puts it in his mouth and chews it. And I'm like, what do you reckon? And he goes, he nods his head. He's like, yeah, not so bad. And then just projectile vomits out the window, like, and he's like just vomiting. I'm like, oh, sorry, bro. I'm patting him on the back. I'm like, sorry, Nando. And it was just hilarious. It was just funny. Like, and I won't let him forget that, when he tried monkey. He just calls me a monkey eater now. Like,
yeah,
we saw so many monkeys in Padang, and he's like, oh, look out, monkey, Riley coming.
What was it? Just the thought of eating monkey?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Because it's not that strong a taste that it...
Oh, I was eating the shit out of it.
Yeah.
It tastes good. It tastes really good. Hey, it's just the thought of eating monkey.
Yeah, right.
He just likes monkeys. So, yeah, classic.
Fucking there you go.
Plenty of pretty interesting things happened that trip. That was an insane trip. I'm very lucky to go on that. Like,
yeah, what gave you the idea to go there in the first place?
Got a mate from Perth who did a trip over there just going for this certain fish called a red colloy. And I think he's the first Australian to ever catch one on fly.
Yeah, right.
And I wanted to be the second.
Yep.
Well, no, sorry, his missus caught one as well.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted to be the third.
Yep.
And I ended up catching one. One.
That's a weird one to be.
I
wanted to be the third in the relationship.
But it didn't really work.
Yeah.
But I ended up actually I'm actually the 13th person in the world to ever catch one on fly.
Yeah, right.
So you got to tally like how many people have caught them.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm the 13th person to ever catch a red colloy on fly.
Yeah, sick.
The only fishing you can really do for them is fly fishing. So
just to put it out there, as a podcast, we are fully supportive of the LGQBT plus fly fisherman community.
What's really behind the fisherman's fly? It's like, it's just, I'm not into fly fishing much, but trout fishing. You got to fly fish. That's awesome. I love trout fishing. Like I've been in New Zealand trout fishing.
Yep.
Down south, like. bluey, like fishing for blueies in like tuskies.
Yeah,
in
I've seen
Australia.
a few people doing it.
Oh, mate, there's so many crew in XC that do it, and they're so good at it.
Yep.
It's like I've only got a few, but I love going on fly because it's so visual. You spot them, fish for them, and it's so hard to get them to eat.
Yep.
But anything overseas, like that's visual. Like if you can spot the fish and cast at it, fly fishing is wicked, eh? I love it. But other than that, it's just like waving a magic wand around. Like it's pretty. For other stuff, I probably wouldn't do it. But certain fish, awesome, mate. Wicked. Can't beat it.
I think you got a few other fish while you're over there that I've
Yeah, real weird fish, hey. Like we got Hempala, which are like a carp thing they're like a carp that loves eating everything. They're like really hectic carp that just go around trying to eat shit all day long. You catch them on you catch them on anything.
Yeah, right.
They're just like a freshwater, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Just like a
almost
freshwater
pelagic
predator.
like,
Yeah, sort of thing. You get mashia too, the same things we caught in Penang.
Yep.
There's loads of fish. There's snakehead over there, big snakehead, which are insane fish.
Yep.
I caught a big one, like big one, and Nando's on his phone. He's got the net. I'm like, Nando, net it. And he's like, oh, it's okay, bro. The hooks really hold in snakehead. Strong mouth. He's filming, and then it just spits the hook.
Oh, no.
And he looks at me and goes, oh, shit, sorry, bro. Oh, fuck. Just travelled halfway across the world to catch these fish, and you're fucking letting them go because you're filming on your phone. Like,
Yep.
Oh, but yeah, the Borneo trip was sick. We did so much traveling around Borneo, and like we stayed at these villages. I just wanted to go on a trip and just do something weird. Like I want to go places people haven't been. I want to fish for things that no one's caught.
Yep.
That's all my trips. I want to do new stuff that no one's really done. You know.
Yep.
And like the locals we're with, they're all shooting. Like they're all work. We're going hunting every night. No food was bought the whole trip.
Yep.
We're going out shooting everything, like mouse, deer, like whatever.
Yeah, you were talking about mouse deer before we started the pod.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of them.
Yeah, insane. Like they're like the smallest version of deer all through Asia and whatever. And they've, instead of having horns, they've got little fangs.
Yep.
And the males grow, like the male deer have antlers, like the male mouse deer have big fangs. And they'll fucking bite you.
Yeah, right.
And like, so we're going around at the first village we stayed there for a week.
Yep.
Hung with the locals, fished every day. We'd go on these big longboats with these big whippersnipper motors. I don't know if you've seen those hectic things.
Yeah, I think I've seen some on your Insta. That's about it.
Yeah, mate, they're so cool. They're so loud though. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm deaf. I'm half deaf after that trip. Every single day. We'd go up the rivers. We'd go about 2-3 hours up the rivers. We'd have brekkie. And we'd slowly drift down. We'd have someone at the front of the boat and someone behind, at the back. And they both have an oar. And they're so quiet, man. They hardly ever talk. And you're just sitting in the middle of this river. You got to be careful where you step because you'll sink the boat straight away. It's so tiny. It's just this big, long canoe.
Yep.
And they're just drifting down the river the whole day. You drift down the river, cast at certain areas. It's crazy, eh? And when you catch fish, it's like so quiet, so peaceful. All you can hear is birds. Like whatever, you can see monkeys swimming from tree to tree. Like we're in remote jungle.
Yep.
And when the fish is on, when you get a kaloi come up and eat, it's fucking on. It's like they're one of the hardest. GTs, I swear, are easier to catch.
Yeah, right.
Like they fight less hard. These kaloi are just big, red, fucking solid things that come up, eat insects and bugs.
Yep.
And they're just insane. Like they're crazy. When you hook one or hook anything in the rivers, it's just on. Everyone's it's panic mode.
Yeah.
The people in the kayak are trying to get over to it. Like Nando's on the boat stressing, like, oh, keep it away. There's logs in the river. Like,
yep.
Insane, man. So we do that every day. We caught so many fish. I got this one fish, can't even remember. I think it's called a sultan fish. I can't remember. It looks like a massive carp, and they eat berries this time of year that I was there. These real big oily berries.
Yep.
And they get super, super fatty, and they taste like pig.
Yeah,
it tastes
right.
like pork. It's just all fat. It's like eating, the belly of a salmon?
Yep.
It's like eating the belly of a salmon, but that's the whole fish.
Yeah, right.
It's the most amazing thing I've ever eaten. And I caught one that the guy that organised the trip, he said it's the biggest one he's ever seen.
Yep.
Would have been a world record. And I was like, oh, that's great. You tell me after we ate the thing.
I ate it. Yeah.
He's like, that probably would have been a world record. He said he's never even heard one being that big. It was this big, solid, fat, ugly carp looking thing.
Yeah.
We cooked it that night and it was fucking unreal. It's just like eating a pork chop, just the fat.
Yeah, right.
But like with a little fishy bit. It was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, because
fuck,
all they eat is berries. So
yep.
Yeah, it's just a crazy trip. And after a week of doing that, we went upstream in this massive, massive boat. To get upstream, you've got to take a big boat. It's like a massive wooden canoe that the locals have made.
Yep.
With 4 outboards on the back.
Yeah, right.
Like 200 horsepower. I think it was 150 or 200 horsepower tiller steers.
Yep.
I didn't even know they were a thing. And he's got 2 tiller steers. Like I think they're either 150 or 200 horsepower. Big, big, big motors. He's got a tiller steer in each hand. So he's got one in each hand, these massive motors. And he's just steering this massive boat up these rapids. It's the only way we could get up the rapids is to take this boat.
Yep.
To get to the next village that we're going to fish. It's like half a day trip, going past waterfalls and everything. And when we get to these rapids, we're like, Nando thought he was going to die, man. I was like, you should be used to this shit, man. You live over here. He's like, no, bro, this is fucking crazy, bro. And I'm stressing out. I'm freaking out. I've got all my shit. And like, if we crash in these rapids, we're going down rocks. Like, we're going to slide down rocks for a kilometre or so. And this guy's still steering this boat with 2 tiller steers, big, big tiller steers. And we're just going, what? Is this fucking real?
Yeah,
it's not legal, but they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But anyway, we made it. It was insane. It just poured the whole time. We had these big tarps over us because we were pouring. I had all waterproof bags, so I didn't care. Like, nothing got ruined.
Yeah.
Got to the next village and we met up with the locals there. And that was pretty cool. One of them had a pet monkey, so he just chilled with me the day. He sat on my shoulder and we hung out and fed him and that. Yeah,
Didn't eat him?
No, I didn't eat that one. He was nice. He was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's funny. He's a funny little monkey. I actually caught him. I caught him jerking off. I was hanging out with him. He's tiny. He's a tiny little monkey. He's only a kid. And he's at that stage where he's just discovered it. He's like, oh, I'm going ham.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with him, cool, on my shoulder, and I'll be like, oh, see you later, monkey. I'm going to go have some dinner. Walk off and turn around, and he's just going at it. He's just going at it. And you're just like, oh, fuck, I don't think I'll let you on my shoulder tomorrow.
Yeah.
I regret that, actually.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, oh, mate. I can talk for days about this trip. It was insane. So
Yeah.
From here, we met with some locals, and they were headhunters. That's their thing.
Yeah.
They actually fire with, probably doesn't happen so much now, but it does still happen. They actually fire with tribes that they're at war with in different areas. And so they're called headhunters because if a royal dies, they actually go and kill enemies, bring their heads back as trophies. And when they lay the royal in the grave, they lay them on enemy heads.
Yeah, right.
Just to show
yeah, you killed these cunts.
I respect you. You're fucking dead now, boy.
Yeah.
I respect you. Here's your enemies. Like, we've done you proud. Here you go.
Yeah, right.
We've laid you on enemies' heads.
Yeah.
And actually, where we stayed for a few nights at this village before we took a boat up to the next area we fished, there was actually these big longhouses, they call them, that the locals live in. The whole family will live in this longhouse by each other. It's just a long house. Speaks for itself. It's just a long house, no rooms, no nothing. It's just flooring.
Yeah.
And it'd be the youngest to the oldest, to the the newborns to the oldest people, and they'll just sleep in a row.
Yep.
And they all live together. The whole family. And we went up and met the locals at the longhouse. It's awesome. There's traditional machetes on the walls, that have killed people. Like big deer antlers, big deer over there. Big, I don't know what you call them, sambas or whatever.
Yeah,
Huge ones. All these things they've hunted. Insane. And we went up, met the locals, shook their hands, put their hand on your head to show respect. And they were super friendly, but I was like, fuck, what's all these things hanging around, where I was staying?
Yeah.
What's all these things? Just things hanging from the roof with hay or whatever, tree leaves over it so you couldn't see what it was. And yeah, human heads. So
yeah, right.
We were sleeping around and living around human heads from enemies.
Yeah,
and
right.
Some of them probably 30, 40 years old.
Yep.
And they just hang them there. It's just normal.
Did you worry at all?
No.
They were fucking, I might get a big white buffhead from Exmouth.
Yeah, fucking. Look at this
add
one.
to the collection.
Check this one out.
Yeah, this.
It's like showing you my rod collection, except it's your head.
Yeah. He might have thought that's a world record.
That's a big
head.
Yeah,
that is a big head. That's a big white head.
Look at that forehead.
Yeah.
It's a record-breaking forehead.
Yeah.
Show this to my mates. This will get me laid. But no, they're cool, man. They were really nice, and I was giving them a bit of cash to stay in their village. And
yep,
I'm not their enemy, so I'm there fishing. I'm there like meeting them, hanging out with them. They're cool. Like they were making a few wooden boats, like these big canoes, and I went and helped them out one day, and
Yep.
just fucking cool, man. So cool. The food's amazing.
That's sick.
Just everything's just cool. It's just full. No one has phones. Like, everyone's great. Everyone's friendly. The kids are friendly. No one speaks English.
Yep.
Kids are always dancing and hanging out, and they follow you around because they've never seen a white dude. Like, anyway, from there we went way upstream. Like, it was a day and a half trek, and we stayed at this, like, we actually had to go through loggers' land. They're like full logging the land and taking all the trees and stuff, and we had to sign a waiver to go onto their land to say if anything happens on the land, we're not covering you.
Yeah, right.
So we had to go onto their land and fish, sign all these papers, and then we drove down. Someone dropped us off at this hut about 2-3 hours away, and we stayed there for a week. And that was where it was hectic. I was with the 3 or 4 local lads there and Nando. We all stayed in this one house. Just these houses have no bedrooms, no nothing. You just all sleep on the floor next to each other.
Yep.
And the house is filled with smoke all night because they're all smoking cigarettes. And the fire that we cook the food in is in the house in between where we're sleeping.
Yeah, right.
But that was where it's hectic because the locals there, they were wicked. They were just like teenagers. They'd have these big air guns and we'd fish during the day, catch all these crazy, crazy fish. Like where we fished weeks prior, where that was the lowlands where we get the kaloi.
Yep.
Where we went this time was way upstream in the highlands. Like
Yep.
really nice mountains and stuff.
Does that mean smaller fish or?
No, there's actually really big fish there still.
Yeah, right.
Because the fish go upstream to breed.
Yep.
But this is days upstream.
Yeah,
and
okay.
this is where you get loads of impala and mashir, but big ones.
Yep.
So we fished. We did the same thing. We just grabbed the local boats, dragged it down from the hut into the water, grabbed a whippersnipper motor, mounted it on the back, and we went fished up there for 5 or 6 days. And we'd just do the same thing, go upstream for 2-3 hours.
Yep.
Wait, go downstream, fish. And that was insane. We got so many cool fish, and just the place was sick. And those lads were wicked. I'd go back just to hang out with them. They had guns every single night. We're going out shooting.
Yep.
Like shooting everything. Like loads of mouse deer. You'd drive along at night time in the river, and you'd have these torches. Everyone's got torches.
Yep.
Can't see a thing. Like these torches are so shit. And they have the guns loaded in the boat. And if you see some eyes shine back at you, like they're the mouse deer's eyes light up.
Yep.
If they shine back at you,
They should.
turn the boat off. Like
Yeah.
turn it off, and we swim to the bank, like with the boat. Like push it over, and if
Yeah.
there's spots you can't get to, you jump in and swim with the rifle, and then you slightly climb the bank, wait there, turn the light on, and then poof, shoot.
Yeah, right.
You got to be quick because they fucking see you and they bolt.
Yep.
And
Fuck yeah.
we shot so many, and they were just so tasty every night. And then we'd go out on the way back and just walk through the jungle and just, oh yeah, you can eat this, pick it up, grab a frog, grab some insects, grab a little snake, whatever.
Yeah.
Grab leaves off a tree. Oh, you can eat all this, cook it back, and then go to sleep at 2 a.m. because they drink coffee all night.
Yep.
Go to sleep 2 a.m. Then we'd wake up at 6, fish the whole day.
Fuck yeah.
Go to sleep 2 a.m. Wake up at 6, fish the whole day.
Yep.
Fucking just crazy, man. Like we fished one day, and the locals went out spearing while we were fishing. Shooting.
Yep.
And they brought back these birds, these massive, massive birds with these big like bright red bills. They were insane. It's like something off fucking, I don't know.
Like
something off
Jurassic
Avatar.
Park type thing.
It's like something off Avatar, man.
Yeah,
These
right.
birds were huge, man. Like emus with massive bills and big fucking feet and stuff. It was crazy.
Yep.
And monkeys. They were shooting lots of monkeys, and we were eating monkeys most night. And
Yep.
mouse deer. So we had monkeys, these birds, mouse deer, and these raccoon things that we were shooting.
Yep.
Real weird. They look like raccoons,
Yeah, okay.
and they're like with these big bushy tails.
Yeah.
And eating it all, and it was like just all we had. And when I got back to Australia, I found out that these hornbill birds are pretty sure they're endangered. And these cheeky guys, I didn't know this, that they I think they eat it because we needed stuff to eat, but I'm pretty sure they sell the bills
Yeah, right.
on the black market.
Yep.
Could be wrong, but it's cheeky, eh? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
But they
Oh,
just-
as you would.
I think
to
I just
survive,
don't think
though.
half the shit they kill and eat over there, I don't think they really know that it's a bad thing.
Yeah, yeah. They're just doing what they do.
They just do what they do. It's not like they have rangers and stuff telling them not to do stuff. It's just normal. They've grown up doing it.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just funny because we're eating this shit every night.
Yeah,
And that's when Nando tried the monkey and threw up.
yeah.
I was just laughing and he's throwing up. I was like, oh, sorry, bro. But Yeah, anyway, that's pretty much the trip.
Fuck yeah. How were the insects?
Oh, it tastes right.
Just-
Just tastes like insect. It'll taste
Uh,
just like a little ball of...
Well, I didn't mean
Disgusting
the
flavour.
eating part.
Yeah, yeah, everything, yeah.
I meant just as fucking like in the...
Oh, it tastes all right. We didn't eat many insects, but like little crickets and stuff, you just put on the fire and eat because they're only...
Yep.
Crickets are only eating grass and trees and stuff, so...
Yep.
And that's the same shit we're eating.
Yeah.
So they, you know...
I think
Eat a
there's
bit
a lot
eat a
of
bit of-
crickets in our food now.
Oh, fuck.
Like in
Probably.
Western culture or something. So, someone...
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I might have accidentally gone down like a conspiracy page, but I think there's like a... It's like on your ingredients, like a E46 or some shit is actually cricket for like preservatives.
That's probably why it tastes so good.
Crushed up. Yeah,
Great.
maybe. You're
Oh.
probably used to it.
Yeah, that's yeah, perfect.
Yeah, a lot of people care. I don't really give a fuck.
No, I don't care what I'm
So-
eating as long as it tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it doesn't taste good, I'm not going to eat it.
Fuck yeah. So is Borneo the best trip you've done?
That was probably the most interesting trip I've done. That was insane. The locals gifted me so much stuff.
Yep.
Half of it I couldn't bring back, but they gave me like talons, claws, feathers,
Yep.
everything. One of the locals wanted to give me a big turtle shell. I was like, "God, that won't even fit in my bag." But
Yeah.
big
Be a lot
deer
easier to
antlers.
get one from fucking Exmouth
Yeah,
anyway.
it would be.
To be
Yeah, it would be.
honest.
But I don't think the greenies would like you killing
Nah.
a turtle. But whatever. They don't like anything. So. But yeah, that was insane. That was cool. They actually gave me a traditional machete as well that had proper carvings through it, like made in the village.
Yep.
Insane. Like just so much shit they gave me. Like, they didn't want anything in return. They just liked hanging out.
Fuck yeah.
You know? I gave them
That's
a little bit of
awesome.
money, but nothing. Like,
Yep.
Enough to buy 2 pints in Australia, and that's
Yeah, yeah.
shitloads to them. They don't care.
Oh, well, 2 pints in Australia at the moment.
That's
What's
a few
that,
$100.
100?
Yeah, that's a fucking lot of money, actually. Now I think about that.
WA.
Yeah. You've just given me a beer now, and that's a fair bit of money. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that.
Oh, don't worry, the invoice will go in tomorrow.
Great. That's unreal. But yeah, no, that was definitely the most entertaining trip I've done. Since then, I've done a few other trips.
Yep.
I did a trip. I don't know if you want to hear about it, but I did a trip. How much time we got on this podcast?
As much time as we want,
Oh,
I guess.
when do you start work in the morning? So this trip I did after the Borneo trip, not long after actually. Went to work for a bit, saved some money, and then I went straight overseas. Won't say where it is because I'll probably get in trouble, but I met up with a local and we fished for these big snakehead and peacock bass and arowana, which is like a Saratoga from Australia.
Yep.
They get them up in like Arnhem Land and stuff. And I went, fuck, that looks amazing. I messaged this local and he goes, yeah, if you come over, I'll take you out. We'll do a trip.
Yep.
He said, you just got to, not say where the spots are.
Yeah, just don't say it on a podcast.
Just don't say it on a podcast.
Don't tell Squirrely is what he
Don't
said.
tell Squirrely. That guy's a fucking tool.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we actually, I was like, where are we fishing? He's like, I got over there and I was like, where are we fishing? He's like, oh, got to fish a military training base.
Yeah, right.
And it's okay, cool. So we like walked through the bush, met up, had some food. Then we got to this spot, took like an Uber or something to this spot. And we walked through the bush for ages and ages and ages. And we got to this massive lake, this huge lake. And he's like, all right, we need to get in now. And so he told me to get a waterproof backpack before the trip. And I had like 8 or 9 grand worth of camera gear. Probably not that much, actually. Probably 7 or 8 grand worth of camera gear.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, we got to swim now. Okay, so I put it in the backpack, pumped it up with air. It's just a shitty little one from Coles,
Yeah, yeah.
Kmart or whatever. I don't know what they have over there, the equivalent. But
Yep.
and we're just swimming through this massive lake to get to the other side, which is like, 500 meters away.
Yep.
And as we're going, we're like fishing around the corners of this lake and stuff in the jungle. Yes, like this. We're using our bag as a floaty while we're casting. I'm sitting on my bag with all my phone and camera.
Yeah,
I'm like, I hope it doesn't pop.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fucked. But and then hear this noise, and it's a fucking helicopter flying over us with like a proper attack helicopter with like big missiles and shit on it.
Yeah.
And it flies over, and he's like, "Quick, quick, quick! Swim to the side!" And we swam to the side, hid under these trees, and like fucking 3 or 4 more helicopters came over, and they start hovering and doing all this shit. He's like, "Oh, they're probably training. This is a military training zone."
Fuck.
And like, what the fuck? And I don't know how they didn't see us because they flew straight over us.
Yep.
the guy in the cockpit was probably learning to drive. He was probably stressing enough. He didn't want to look at anything else. And it's like, fuck, this is insane. This is crazy. And they flew away. And then we hear bullets going off. We get up out of the river and we start walking through the jungle for a bit. And we hear bullets going off. Bullets everywhere. Like, 33s or something. I don't fucking know. But, and I'm like, what the fuck? Are we getting shot at? He's like, no, it's blanks. And they were blank rounds because they're in the jungle training.
Yep.
Just shooting shots off. And they're just blank rounds. So it's like a lot louder of a pop and not much of a thud.
Yep.
That's how you know they're blanks. But shots going off, helicopters flying around, jump back in the water, and this boat comes past. He's like, go, 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 go. Hide in the trees, and this patrol boat's coming along, just checking this, make sure there's no one fishing in the river. Fuck, this is hectic, man. And we swim for the whole day fishing. Caught these big peacock bass, snakehead, insane, like all firsts for me.
Yep.
Sick, because you're catching it in the water, swimming.
Yeah.
And then you're fucking swimming to the bank, getting a photo with it, letting it go. The water's like fresh water. It's clear as crazy. There's fucking snakes and shit crossing the river.
Yep.
And we're just swimming past. He's like, oh, yeah, get out of the way. And we swim away. Big snake. And there's these big monitor lizards and shit that swim because they just want to cross the river.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And every now and then there's a big monitor lizard in front of you.
Fuck.
Fuck, this is crazy. This is insane.
Yeah.
I filmed the whole trip as well.
Yep.
I need to make a YouTube. Every trip I've done for the last 2-3 years, I've filmed the whole thing.
Yep.
I just need to do something with it.
Yep.
But
yeah, well, like, I mean, that's the thing. Following your Instagram is, you're not a regular poster, but what you do is fucking cool, and you're one of the few people that do really cool shit and then film it. Like, the film is just as good.
yeah,
Like, you film at the, as good a quality as you'll say.
I think you Squirrely.
Well, normally you don't say both. You say people doing really cool shit.
It's like filmed a fucking GoPro Hero 4.
Yeah, it's Jarby
Is it
fucking
Minecraft?
Jarby filming with Danny's phone or some shit.
Yeah.
Or it's someone that films like fucking proper awesome and they're doing the most boring shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They're
Hey guys, we're
brim
gonna
fishing.
walk to the shops today.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yes.
Try this new bloody dirty chai with soy milk. See what it's like.
Yeah, that's it.
Marvelous.
Get a little bit cheeky with the dirty chai.
Oh, yeah, boy.
I always reckon dirty chai sounds like a racial slur.
Hey, I'm not
Like
gonna lie.
if someone called me a dirty chai.
The reason I knew dirty chai with soy milk is because I like dirty chai with soy milk. Shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that.
Get overseas, have a dirty chai.
Yeah, great. Dirty tie. Nah, so this trip was insane. Filmed the whole thing. I will make a video. I made a YouTube channel the other day.
Did ya?
It was really easy. You just put your name in and your email.
Yeah.
That was it. That's all. That's as far as I've gone.
Yeah, right.
But
Well, you're halfway there.
I've got one subscriber too. I don't know how he found me.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how. It's just someone went, oh, that's a nice username. It's Wattsea. It's Wattsea with SEA.
I see what you did
You go,
there.
oh, that's cool. Follow
Yeah.
that guy. I fuck knows who it is, but thank you. Whoever, if he's listening, I appreciate it. I appreciate the new subscriber on YouTube.
Yeah, fuck. Imagine when you put a video out.
Yeah, hopefully I might get 2 subscribers.
You know what would be the most crushing thing ever? If you put a video out and then he unsubscribes.
Oh, probably. I'll just delete it. I reckon I'll just delete it.
Just, how'd I go backwards?
No, fuck. How do I? Yeah, no.
Yeah, he was just here for the name. That
I
was
reckon.
it.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah. Who knows?
No.
I might one day make a video. I've got all like that Borneo trip.
Yep.
I've got it all saved on a hard drive with all these different trips I do, time, date, where I went, all the info. And I think the Borneo trip I had 9.5 hours of video.
Yeah, right.
And
Fuck.
that's after I went through and cleared all the shit.
Yep.
So I've got all this stuff, every fish I caught, everything we shot.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Shooting mice and frogs, we ate mice because they're jungle mice. They're healthy. They're not damaging through your bins. Just crazy shit. It's just cool shit.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
fuck
get in trouble for some of it, but I'm in the jungle doing what the locals do. It's normal for them. So sure, I don't think I'd get in trouble for it. But
yeah.
Need to cut that out because I just said where it was.
Remind me to cut that out for you.
Wait, you can play this. I just told Squirrely where I went for that trip a while back. It wasn't very smart, but he's going to cut that out, so it's fine. Anyway, that trip to the jungle fishing, the training zone.
Yep.
That was insane. But I asked him what would be the consequence if we got caught? He said, you just say you don't know. Just like, I'm Australian. They'd probably look at me and go, this guy's a fucking idiot. What are you doing?
Yeah.
How did you get 2 kilometers this way? Did you swim? Yeah, I swam.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? You just swam this whole way to fish. I'm like, yeah, probably. But
Yeah.
if they caught us, they probably would have just given us. They probably would have given us a lift in the boat
Yeah, for sure.
and just going, nah, don't come here again, or you will get in trouble.
Yeah.
But for him, he said for him, because he's a local, he would probably get a fine or something,
Yep.
or maybe worse. But to take me there, he wasn't that fast, so I don't think the consequence would be as bad as we thought.
Yep.
Just the crazy thing, we were swimming around helicopters, gunshots,
Oh, fuck
patrol boats. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it's so cool, and you're catching fish that not many people have ever seen or heard of.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just sick. I love those sort of trips. So
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think from now on, they're all fishing trips the last 2 years. So
Yep.
I've done a few trips since, like gone to Melbourne, fish for trout and redfin.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the trout you got up there.
Yeah.
It's unreal how many you can pile on up there, eh?
Yeah. Huge too. You
Yeah.
go down south, like Pemberton and south of that Walpole, whatever, and you get one trout and you're stoked. It's like, fuck,
Yep.
tiny. It's tiny. And you go over there and it's like, fuck, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Why do I even trout fish in Southwest? Oz?
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Leewald's old boy put on 50 in, like, all up, probably maybe 5-6 hours fishing.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
So that'd be 5-6 years fishing. I don't think I've caught that many in WA.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe, but that's fishing my whole life.
Yeah.
For trout in WA. So
Well, I haven't.
There's so much over there, man.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I haven't
There's so
been
many
up to
cool-
land one in WA yet.
Yeah, well,
So-
after this, I'll send you some pins.
Yeah, that'd be good. That you
Just
you
make
send
sure
me
it's the
that.
right time of year, because
Yeah.
I don't want you to get skunked like I did
Yeah.
in the
Well,
Mets.
you send me some locations, and I'll delete the part where you said the location for
Perfect.
the other thing.
Unreal.
We'll call it even.
Done. But yeah, no, I think from now on I'll just do spearing trips and surf trips.
Yep.
Done.
Anywhere planned?
There is a place.
You don't have to say it.
There is a place sort of straight up past Borneo. It's like an island that's I don't even remember the name, to be honest, but the locals in Indo recommended it to me.
Yep.
Said it's like PNG, but it's guarded by military.
Yeah, right.
So you're not going to get your head chopped off there.
Yep.
It's pretty safe. And I messaged the guide there. He has a license to fish the island. He's not a very well known guide, but I looked at his accounts and he showed me fish that they get.
Yep.
They get bigger fish than I was seeing in the Mentawais. They get massive spot tail bass, black bass, big yellowfin tuna, giant coral trout, all around this tiny little island.
Yep.
And they go out and just drop a bait in the water and catch a fucking 80, 90 kilo yellowfin like it's nothing.
Yeah,
And I
right.
said, if I come with spearing gear, will you and the local guys drop me out to spear a big yellowfin? He goes, yeah, sure. He said, cool, we've never had anyone want to do it. So I'm like,
Oh, fuck
I
yeah.
was like, fuck, I'll take a rod too and try catch a big black bass.
Yep.
But he said, yeah, we get them every time we go fishing. He said they've got a fad that they put out.
Oh, yep.
He said, we get them every time we go.
Fuck.
He said, it's just up to you to spear one. He said he's never had anyone spear or had never known anyone to spear there.
Yeah. Which
But they catch
should
them.
make it easier.
Well,
Really.
they catch them all the time. And
Yep.
worst thing worse, you chum up.
Yep.
They catch them on bait. They just drop a bait down and
Yeah,
get them
yeah.
straight away. And they're
Exactly.
big fish.
Fuck yeah.
So I think I'll do that early next year or mid next year.
Yep.
And I'll try to. Everyone goes Scott Reef.
Yep.
I've never been to Scott Reef. It's in WA too, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'd love to do that. Everyone has a ball there, so
Yep.
that'd be a cool little close to home trip, But
Yeah, yeah.
and maybe surf. I've stayed at Simalu Island, northern Sumatra.
Yep.
I did that this year as well. We went spearing over there and surfing over there and shot some pretty good jobbies and saw a lot of doggies, but they're all tiny. But
Yep.
I'd like to go back there in the right season for doggies, and I've met all the locals there now, and they said they'd all take me out.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So yeah, just loads of cool ideas. I just haven't set any in stone yet.
Yep.
The only one I have set in stone is Mongolia. October next year, I'm going to Mongolia for a month.
Yeah, okay.
So just gonna travel around. The locals said they'd take me out shooting, hunting.
Yep.
They get big deer and reindeer and stuff over there.
Yeah, fuck
and
yeah.
we're fishing for taimen.
What are they?
Taimen, they're like brown trout,
Yeah.
but 1.5 meters long.
Yeah, right. Fuck yeah.
And they eat rats. So at night time the rats cross the river,
Yep.
and all you hear is
Oh,
tame
right.
and eat the rats.
Yeah. So like the Murray cod sort of.
Like Murray cod, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just big brown trout.
Fuck yeah.
They're huge, man. They're fucking cool.
That'd
And,
be wicked.
I'm like, fuck, if we do a trip. He's like, yeah, we got to take horses to the spots. So we got to ride horses to the spots because it's through rivers and shit.
Yep.
And we're going to camp out for a few days. And and pretty much fish. And then he's going to set me up with, I've discussed with him, he's going to ask a few locals if I can go shooting with them.
Yep.
And he said that I get all these crazy stuff. I don't want to go out and just,
Blow things
you know,
away.
people
but-
that go out and just go for trophies,
Yeah.
hunt a, I don't know, a big fucking goat or some shit for its head and then pay 30 grand to bring it back to Australia and get it taxidermied. I don't give a fuck. I just want to go out, shoot with the locals or already going shooting for food.
Yep.
And go shoot with them.
Yep.
And then eat it. That's what I care about.
Yeah, fuck
It's
yeah.
fucking sick. Why would you not want to do that?
Yeah.
So that's October 2025. That's locked in, and I'd love to do 2 or 3 more trips that year. Just different stuff, and I really want to go shoot one of those yellows. So.
Yep. Fuck yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, that's it really. Yeah, pretty.
Yep. Well,
Just try to do new things really.
yeah. Well, I think the first thing I seen on your page was back when you were catching big GTs back home in Exmouth with lures you made yourself.
Yeah.
Like, is there any ambition of catching something overseas with a lure you make yourself?
Yeah,
or?
100%. Yep. So I just made one a while back, a few months ago. Big G lure. Like it's Jarrah, so it's super, super, super heavy. And it's just really nice timber, and I've drawn a big dick on it saying "Eat me," and it'd just be so funny to get a big G on a dick lure.
Yep.
That says "Eat me." So that's when I go home. I'm going home in 2 days, so I'm gonna definitely. I'm gonna one of my mates is keen to go for a fish, so we'll just hit up the shallows, try spot some big G's, and see how we go. Try get a fish on the dick lure.
Yeah.
But
imagine if that gets you PB.
Oh, it'd be pretty funny.
What's your PB at the moment? Is that
I
the
don't-
beach one you got, or have you caught bigger?
Yeah, I think so. I've caught pretty big ones at the islands. It's on stick baits.
Because that one on like from shore, what was that?
I'm
like
not sure.
40 plus.
I've never measured anything. I've never weighed anything, but it was probably thought 40 plus.
Yeah.
It was big. It was a big boy.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it was.
It was pretty cool. That was on a lure that I made as well. So
Yep.
but I'd love to make some little lures to take overseas for bass and stuff, because you don't need much for bass. You just need a little pencil popper.
Yep.
And it's cool. Like, you make your own lures, catch fish on your own lure. It's wicked, eh?
Yep.
So it's not hard to do. You don't need to paint it. Just people think colours and all this fancy shiny shit matters. Like the last few G lures I've made.
Yep.
I don't even paint.
Yep.
Just fucking throw it in the water. A G's not going to care. Oh, it's got fucking brown spots on it.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's just the shadow and the fucking wake more than anything in it.
just pretty much the way it moves in the water. If it's making a ruckus, if
Yep.
the fish are feeding, they don't give a fuck.
Yep.
You throw anything at them, throw a spoon at them, like.
Yeah. I'd love to go to the place where they start eating those birds.
Oh,
You seen that video?
That'd be sick. Put a
How
live
good
bird,
would that
put a
be?
livey on. We'll go throw net some liveys, boys.
Yep.
Bring back a bird.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, I thought about it with the cod lures, like the big lizard and bird lures. About just
I've got a
using
few of the
them
bird lures that I took to the Ments for the big bass.
Yep.
They're wicked, eh? They're fucking, like, I'm sure Leewald's been using them for the cod that he's been catching.
Yep.
I've seen that. It's insane. I'd love to do that. So.
Yeah. So I thought about it because I bought like a big fucking lizard one that's in like 5 sections. Couldn't get it.
Right.
Couldn't get a cod on it.
Yeah, right.
But I was like, a fucking GT had smacked this thing for
they eat
sure.
anything. Like, people are so fussy with lures. They would smash it for sure.
Yeah.
It's like novelty just to have a lure like that. Eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be
but-
cool.
Oh, mate, like, people are so fussy with lures. If they don't catch something on a lure, they change it. Like, I'll go out fishing and I'll use a lure the whole day. If a fish is there and you're casting at it,
Yep.
if it's there and it's hungry, it's going to eat a lure.
Yep.
You don't have to change your lure because it's wrong colour. They're not eating this colour now.
I don't give a fuck. They're hungry. They're hungry. Those lures that I make, I will make one lure, and I'll use it until I get a big G on it, or until I lose it, and then I'll make another lure, and I'll just use that lure until I get a really big fish on it, and then I'll hang it on my wall, and then I'll make another lure.
Another one.
And I'll just use the same fucking lure all the time, or until it breaks.
Yep.
I'll just use the same lure. I just won't swap and change,
Yeah, right.
It's just the same thing. Like, yeah. Unless you lose it or break it, I won't swap it. I'll just keep the same lure on. I just purely make pencil poppers. That's all I make.
Yep.
Just a straight stick bait with a cut off nose.
Yep.
So when you skim it on the water, it's like a garfish, and it makes a little tiny bubble trail, and that's it. So that's all I use.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, but we went out a few weeks ago actually, and my mate got his first big one, and actually went out with a local lad, Maxie Parrott, and we just went out. Maxie boy, you. Shout out to Maxie.
Yeah.
And we
staying
went
in the car at the moment.
Yeah,
flying out of them.
Yes, well, yeah. We won't speak of that. And we went out for big G's just in the shallows. We catch, like, I always just fish out of 3.8 metre tinny.
Yep.
It's Dad's tinny, so thank you, Dad. I just borrow the tinny, and like, I've caught every big G I've ever got pretty much has been out of that 3.8 metre tinny.
Yep.
You don't need a big boat to get big G's. You just find the reefs, find the gullies in the reef, just find bait, whatever. There's G's inside the reef, and I've caught 20, 30 kilo G's in 2 foot of water.
Yep.
And you spot them, they swim with the sharks, they do whatever, and it's just wicked. You hook one, you just get your mate to reverse, get it away from the reef.
Yeah, pull it out.
Yeah, it's sick. It's so cool. And we had a massive, like, we were just taking turns in his little tin. I think it's 4 meters.
Yep.
We were just taking turns casting, and I had this massive one come out and just swallowed my lure, but it was still swimming at me when it swallowed my lure, so I couldn't wind as quick. And then it turned, and the lure came out because I had so much slack on it.
Yep.
And it was fucking huge, man. And we're just like, when you get a G follow a lure, you're screaming. You sound like a 5-year-old girl. Like,
yep.
You're like, oh my fucking God, it's coming, screaming. And then it let go, and we're like, just looked at each other and went, fuck. Like,
fucking
big
hell.
fish, man. We saw some massive fish. So I'm home in 2 days. I think he's keen to go out Monday and Tuesday. So we're just going to try and get some big. I think we'll go to the back of the reef and fish a few areas.
Yep.
We'll just see how we go. I'll take the dick lure and
yeah, fuck yeah. Get in.
should be good. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. That sums it up. Try to get some fish over the next few days, and
it's not bad to do, like, in between your fucking international trips. Just catching fucking 30 kilo plus GTs on.
That's it. Yeah, there'll be a lot more coming because I've just got a new roster, so I'm doing 3 weeks on, 4 weeks off.
Yep.
So I'm just trying to plan all this stuff now, and
all right.
Yeah.
And then once you start your YouTube page, we'll fucking chuck it up.
If
we're still going in 2030, Chumming Up will fucking promote your YouTube page.
Please do. I might get another follower.
Yeah. It could be us following you now. You wouldn't know.
Okay, well, that
secret account.
I tried to look at who followed me.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can. I don't know. I'm new.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I
you
had
can
YouTube videos when I was a kid.
Yep.
Like me and a few other local boys used to just film us spearing, and I've got a few funny videos of my little brother falling out of trees and shit.
Yep.
Just silly things, but I couldn't get that account because it's mum and dad's email.
Yeah.
So I've had to make a new one. I've got to start all over again. I think I had like 100 followers or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, right.
Amazing. But yeah, if I ever make a video, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Well, if you need help, ask Leewald.
Thank you, Leewald.
I got a YouTube page, but it's for my comedy.
Has Leewald got a
it
YouTube
sucks. Page? Yeah, Leewald's YouTube page goes well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, lots of.
I'm never really on YouTube, but if he's got cod fishing, that'll.
Yeah, all the cod trips.
Leewald, you're getting a new follower, mate.
Yeah, actually, I made my missus watch a video last night.
You made him.
I was like, so this is Leewald, and we're gonna watch it.
She's like, oh yeah,
cod fishing.
Cool, cod fishing. That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. She like fishing at least?
No, hates it.
Oh, that's fucking cop this.
Yeah. She left about halfway through. But,
that's all right. That's all right.
Fucking, it's a view.
No, I'll watch that, Leewald. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds unreal.
All right. Cool. You got anything else to add?
Oh, not really, man. Just, I'll maybe give it another year and I'll jump back on here and
oh, fuck yeah.
tell a few more stupid stories and And,
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we'll definitely be keen to have you back on again. Hopefully, I'm just about to apply for a trip to Alaska for a comedy festival. So hopefully I've got a story at least.
That sounds insane.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Alaska. It's just so expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive and it's a big trip.
Yeah. So
See if you can do some salmon fishing over there or something.
yeah, well, part of
some
it is
bears.
a Canadian comedian that I know is going to team me up some Canadian shows that pay,
You will
and then
you
do
will meet
the Alaskan
so many.
trip.
Oh, you're in a relationship. Sorry, you can cut that out too
Yeah.
if you want. Just say the chicks over there would love Aussie dudes. They would love it, eh? Especially
Yeah.
if you're a comedian, if a funny Aussie dude over there. They'd. Poof.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
that's not an option.
nah. Well, then I'm meeting the missus in Mexico. So
Oh, that sounds unreal.
yeah, and then I'm going to do some fishing over there. And
Plenty
then,
of good fish in Mexico.
yeah.
You don't surf, do you?
Nah.
Oh, fucking get on the board, mate.
I
It's only 10-foot barrels. Like what?
moved
It'd be
to
fine.
moved to Exmouth at like 8, and everyone in my grade could surf,
Oh yeah, you don't. Want
and I didn't want to be the one that learns to surf. Well,
Should have jumped
you know,
on a boog. Everyone loves
yeah.
boogie boarders.
yeah, I tried that.
It
They
didn't work.
really didn't like
No,
me.
they didn't. No, they wouldn't have. Sorry, that was sarcastic.
Yeah,
by the way.
that was back in the day too, where
it would've
people
been-
tried to kill you a lot more.
Never too late. Yeah.
Yeah,
Throw the radiator out of your car off the cliff and that, like they do over east.
yeah,
We're a bit nicer in Exmouth now. I think
yeah.
we're a bit.
Not
think
according to
I-
Hack on Triple J. They did a big thing
No.
about how the locals are so mean.
in Exmouth.
Yeah, one guy, actually, I want to give a shout out to a guy called Frank.
Is he a dick?
Well, he got on Hack and he's like, I don't know, I think he said he's 25. He comes up to Exmouth every year with
He's not anymore. He's not.
with his tinny, and he's like, yeah, I went in the pub and one of the locals was like, I should be served in front of all these fucking tourists, and I felt intimidated. And it's like, mate, if you go into a pub and you feel intimidated because someone says that, you should probably not go to any fucking pubs.
Hey Frank, go to holiday in Calbarry or something.
Yeah.
Just stay there. Geraldton's great. Great. Stay in Gero.
Yeah, you won't feel intimidated at a pub in Giro.
No, oh fuck no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, mate. Every time I go out in Exmouth now, it's like I hardly go out in Exmouth, but when I do, it's like, oh, where you from, bro? Oh yeah, where you from? Oh hey man, how you going? Where you from? Oh Perth. Like I've lived here for ages now. I'm like, oh yeah, I've never met you. He's like, oh yeah, because you're from Perth. I just can't be bothered now. You tell people you've lived there forever and they give you a 10-hour rant on fucking, oh, you must be so lucky. Oh, wow. We went out in the Gulf yesterday and shot so many trout. I was like, oh, look at these photos. Oh, yeah, fucking 35 centimetre trout. It's unreal. It's just such a different place now with social media and whatnot. And everyone wants to be the next fucking BM. And it's like, it's just over the top. Like, it's too much.
Yeah.
And I think the locals are a lot nicer now than they were during COVID.
Oh, yeah, fuck
Surfing wise,
Yeah.
surfing wise was like just so annoying. Like no one really wanted to surf the spots because it's just flogs everywhere. But
yeah.
it's just everyone's used to it now. I think it's the way it is now. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can change.
Nah.
Even the older local lads that surf all the time, they're like, it is what it is. Like that doesn't faze them anymore. Like I think during COVID, everyone was over it.
Yep.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
what it is. What do you do? And you sort of just get over it and realize it's still a great spot.
Yep.
Still an awesome spot. There's still surf. There's still good fish.
Yep.
Just not how it used to be.
You just
And
don't
that's-
get it to yourself anymore.
And that's just the way. That's the way it is.
Yep.
So you either move down south
Or
and
start doing
live a
overseas
sheltered-
trips.
live a sheltered life in Augusta
Yeah.
in the rain, or you just stay in Exmouth and enjoy it, or start doing
Oh,
overseas
yeah,
trips.
that's the guy.
So yeah, it is
Alright.
what it is.
Cool.
But yeah, thanks for having me on here, and I'll be back in a year, and I'll tell a few more stories, I'm sure.
Fuck off. Cheers for chumming up, big horse.
Thank you very much.
All right. Kia ya.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening right now? Dolphin in the killer whale's mouth? Holy shit. Oh, this is the best day of my life, God.
Not like going down the pond chasing bluegills and tommy cocks.